Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? If I can throw everything into a skillet, pot, or casserole dish and make a quick, easy, and delicious dinner, I'd do it. Why? Because it's easy, it's less dishes, and I'm lazy. The less dishes I have to wash after dinner, the better. I hope my wife doesn't watch this video because I haven't washed dishes in years. But hey, I've actually thought about doing the dishes several times, and it's the thought that counts, right? But a lot of people have really hectic schedules and they don't have the time or desire to make dinner from scratch. Or simply, they're like me. They're lazy. That's when they head down the frozen food section at their local grocery store and pick up a family-sized bag of Bird's Eye's Voila Fajita chicken. And I've got to be perfectly honest with you guys, I've actually tried some of Bird's Eye's Voila before. I haven't had the fajita chicken, but I had some other flavors, and they weren't great, but they weren't horrible either. But I also tried them way before I was really aware of what we're eating. So now, let's find out exactly what we're eating. This is the family-sized fajita chicken, weighing in at 2 pounds, 10 ounces. That comes with white meat chicken and premium vegetables. I'm curious, does Bird's Eye really think that the consumer would think they would put anything less than premium vegetables in here? And just when you thought Bird's Eye might put premium chicken in here to match the premium vegetables, you're let down. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I've never seen fresh chicken with isolated soy protein in it. And another weird thing I saw was Romano cheese. Romano cheese is delicious, on its own or in Italian style foods. But this is the Mexican style dish. Fajita chicken? I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe I'll put some Romano cheese on my tacos, burritos, and fajitas next time and see how it turns out. Now let's go over the nutrition facts. There's 6 1 cup of cooked product per bag. Per 1 cup serving, there's 170 calories, 2 grams of total fat, 0 saturated fat, 0 trans fat, 20 milligrams of cholesterol, 480 milligrams of sodium, 170 milligrams of potassium, 26 grams of total carbohydrates, 1 gram of dietary fiber, 2 grams of sugars, and 10 grams of protein. Now, even though it's not premium chicken, it's actually not that bad. Now let's open up the bag, see what's inside, and get this heated up. There's 2 sets of directions, microwave and skillet. Even though I'm lazy and the microwave will be the easiest of the two, I'm going to do it in the skillet. The instructions say to place 2 tablespoons of oil in a large 12-inch skillet. How do you place oil? Contrary to what the instructions say, I'm going to pour the oil. And it doesn't say anything about preheating the skillet, so right now, the skillet is cold. Now I'm going to add the packet of fajita mix. And it definitely does have pretty big pieces of premium vegetables. They look like regular vegetables to me, but I was expecting little tiny pieces that are usually in these types of foods. And now for the sauce, and it comes with 2 packets of sauce. The directions say just to add the sauce, but it doesn't say to defrost it or add it frozen. So I'm adding it frozen. When I opened the sauce packets up, they looked a little funky. Now I'm supposed to cover the skillet and heat over medium-high heat for 4 minutes. And here's what it looked like after heating for 4 minutes, covered over medium-high heat. It looks exactly like it did 4 minutes ago. I'm not really sure what that 4 minutes was supposed to do. Some people are going to tell me that I should have let it cook with the lid on for a few more minutes. I followed the directions exactly as they're written, even though I know I should have let it cook for a few more minutes with the lid on. But if I don't follow the directions exactly, then I'm not giving you guys a true, honest review. There's people out there that know as much about cooking as I know about becoming an astronaut. So in other words, someone that's not familiar with cooking is going to follow the directions exactly like I'm doing here. If I wasn't doing a review on this, I would have cooked it a little bit different. Now I'm supposed to let it simmer uncovered for 10 minutes. After giving it a good mix, I'm supposed to let it simmer uncovered for 10 minutes or until heat through. Who the fuck writes this for Bird's Eye? Do they not have a quality assurance department and proofread these things? First, I was supposed to place oil in the pan, and now I'm supposed to simmer until heat through. Either English is their second language, or they're a product of America's public school system. Or maybe even both. The instructions said while it's simmering to stir occasionally. I stirred it about every 3 minutes. Here's what it looked like after 10 minutes, and you can obviously tell it's not even close to being done. The sauce was still partially frozen. So I continue to stir every 3 minutes. After 20 minutes, already double the suggested time on the bag, everything's starting to come together. 10 minutes my ass! It seems like Birdseye has a bunch of geniuses working for him. After cooking for a total of 28 minutes, our Birdseye Voila Fajita chicken dinner is ready. At this point, it actually smelled pretty good, but it was a little watery. Once I took it off the heat and got it plated up, it was no longer watery. And once it was plated up, it actually didn't look too bad. But this is a regular sized dinner plate, and that's not really a whole lot for a family serving. This was one of those meals I was actually looking forward to trying. So I went in for my first bite and got a little piece of chicken, a little bit of rice, and a pepper. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good. Then I went back in on a search for a big piece of chicken. And I found one. And I was actually a little pleasantly surprised. Although the chicken is processed chicken, it wasn't too bad. The texture was okay, and the flavor was good. I actually liked this enough that I kept going in for one more bite. The overall flavor was pretty good, but it got even better once I put hot sauce on it. Overall, this is a fairly decent meal that's not loaded with a bunch of crap, and for $6.96, if you could feed a family with this, that would be a good deal. But I don't think this will be enough for most families. I know it wouldn't be enough for mine. Hell, I ate about half of it doing this video. But it did have a good ratio of chicken, rice, and vegetables. You got a little bit of everything with each bite. So with all of that said, I think this Birdseye Voila chicken fajita dinner is above average for a frozen dinner. So with that said, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. If you'd like to show your support to the Wolfe Pit, please consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, and that's only $12 for the whole year. And every little bit helps me make more high quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. I wouldn't rush out and buy this chicken fajita dinner, but in a pinch, I think I'd give it a try. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.